Now, the worst air pollution in 6 years. London is grappling with an air emergency. Last weekend, London air pollution hit the top value of 10 on the UK government's index. This week, London Mayor urged people to be careful over the next few days. People have been advised to avoid unnecessary car journeys. As per data from Imperial College London, home wood burning played a large role in the pollution peaks last weekend. The analysis showed 60 to 70% soot particles came from wood or solid fuel heating. Exposure to high levels of air pollution can cause a variety of adverse health outcomes. The most health harmful pollutants closely associated with excessive premature mortality are the fine PM2.5 particles. Smoke from burning wood creates PM2.5. It passes deep into the lungs and can trigger asthma, heart attacks, strokes and premature death.
Breathing PM2.5 is responsible for somewhere around 20 to 30,000 extra deaths in the UK each year. When it comes to wood burning, we think that around 17% of the PM2.5 that is being produced in the UK is coming from people burning wood. The best way to see the health impact of air pollution is to look at those places where they've taken wood burning away. There's less wheeze in the children in those communities. There's less people attending hospital for heart and respiratory problems.
Now, experts and researchers say that lax regulations and dated laws are compounding the bad air crisis in the UK. Activists have been flagging inaction on air pollution. Now, many remember the Great Smog of London in December of 1952. Lethal smog covered London for 5 days. The 1952 smog was caused by a combination of industrial pollution and high-pressure weather conditions. The combination of smoke and fog brought the city to a near standstill and resulted in thousands of deaths. The fallout prompted the passing of the Clean Air Act 4 years later, which marked a turning point in the history of environmentalism. Now, for more on this, our correspondent Alex Izat is joining us from London. Hello to you, Alex. London facing a pollution emergency. What is causing these unusually high levels of pollution in the UK?
Yeah, absolutely right there. It is a bit of an emergency. As you guys said, wood burning is attributing to quite a lot of the issues of pollution in London. But of course, like traffic like this at a standstill all throughout the city centre is also adding to that as well. Now, they're suggesting from the Imperial University there that actually wood burning stoves do account for more pollution than traffic throughout the UK. But here in London, it is a mix of both, and it is one of those things that the government has been trying to stop people from burning wood and other solid fuels in their homes, but they're saying they're not going to be banning outright people from doing that. They're going to try and educate them. So when you try and figure out exactly if you live in a smoke controlled area, you do need to go on to the government website and then you have to go through your council. And it's suggested that DEFRA believes that about 46% of people who live in these smoke controlled areas don't actually know that they live in them, and they are using wood or solid fuel when it comes to using ovens and open fires. And of course, working with the cost of living, the alternatives to wood and solid fuels are electric, gas and bioethanol. And as the cost of electric and gas are going right up, people are turning to this wood and solid fuel as an alternative. When it comes to traffic on the roads here in London, the Mayor of London has decided that he is going to expand the ULEZ. So that means that cars under a certain age won't be able to take on the streets, and they have to have a certain amount of emissions that are going out. And there's also low traffic zones in quite a lot of London to try and stop pollution happening. But at the moment, these are all coming together and they are trying to be pushed through. So the ULEZ will open up by the end of the year and probably even further still. It's all about emissions and trying to get that as low as possible so it doesn't have a huge impact on the health of the nation.
Alex, thank you very much for bringing us all the latest details coming out of London. WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.